for me, it's important because being a man of color, being a black man, you need to know that there are things and goals in your life as a young child that you can accomplish. And there are people there along the way that will help you accomplish those goals and help you get to where you need to be. And I call it markers. You know, when you're graduating and you're going through your degree cycle, those are markers. You know, as you accomplish one degree, that's a marker. You accomplish another, that's a marker, and so on and so forth. I think that students need to know that there are people that came before them that accomplished things, and thereby they can do it too.
I'm an activist in my community because I need to be the one to speak up. Not only do I need to speak for myself, but I need to speak for those students who are like me. There are a lot of students who don't have the words, a lot of parents who don't know how to put the words together. And I need to be an activist and an advocate for my students and my parents and my community. The biggest misconceptions that the community faces is not having that understanding of culture. And so I believe that what I do as a Native American specialist is I bring that information to non-natives. They don't understand the Native community. They don't sometimes know how to react to Native teachings. So I'm kind of a safe person that they can come and ask those hard questions without being offensive.
I think it's important that we have diversity, color, gender, sexual orientation, everything in school, because that's what society is. Society in any workplace is not all one color, not all one gender, not all one sexual orientation. And school prepares you for work, even for college, but for work after, and to be able to function in the society. And they have to be prepared to be a participant in that society. And for them to recognize diversity, to accept diversity, and to understand that you are diverse as a person in this society, and it's okay to be a diverse person or a person of color or a certain gender or sexual orientation, I think that'll help them be more successful.
I would say about 15 years ago, I got heavily involved in trying to create bully-free situations in our building and raise awareness. And not only are my students becoming more aware of the issues, but they're starting to become little activists themselves. And then what happens is if you see teachers at a faculty meeting sitting around listening to students requesting that the adults do more, then the adults feel a little guilty and they step up to the plate.
It was my first time to teach beginning band, but I approached all the instruments as equal and that anyone could play anything, and that there was something important that each instrument offered within the whole grouping of the band. The outcome of that was that I had female percussionists, I had females with the brass instruments with trombone and trumpet, and as well as flutes and clarinets and saxophones that you traditionally get females at. But I was very excited and never said anything to the kids to see that there were girls in all those different instruments. But probably the bigger piece of me trying to put the instrument as important and equal for everyone was I had boys playing flute. And usually you'll get a few boys that play clarinet and the other instruments, but you don't always get the boys playing flute. So it was nice to see the kids break through the stereotypes.
It's interesting because by the end of the year and just before we were testing, I would tell them, you need to see yourself as smarter than you've ever been in your life. And so every day I would say that to them, like 2 weeks before testing, because it was a reality, they are. And I had them tell their neighbors that and repeat it, and they felt that way, and that kind of positive self-talk for them, they went home to tell their families, and it just spreads when you are giving that sort of greatness to them. They feel that way, and then they study where they've never studied before, or I never did homework and now I do because I want to.
We're all trying to move towards this equitable education, but there's always room for improvement. Communicating, collaborating, ensuring that we do have administration and staff that are varied, come from different cultures to be able to relate to our kids. Our students are diverse. Our students come from every ethnic background, so many cultures to celebrate. And if we are all, that's like Nobody, I mean, not everyone wants vanilla ice cream, right? I like strawberry ice cream, you know, so it's good to have that, that varied approach.
It's really important to me. I'm an American Indian educator, and I believe that these kind of conferences help better educate not only the general NEA membership as well as our own members, our own ethnic minorities, women, about the needs and concerns of ethnic teachers, ethnic ESP, as well as our students, and being able to bring the voice and making sure that we work towards solving some of the problems and helping them do great things and be able to achieve and get a great public education.